Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we are looking at the WGZ Blon FG, is what we'll call it. This one is a fixed cable as well. This is our second fixed cable. Looking at the specs on the back. I'm going to read the specs out on the back as soon as I got to get this out of the pouch that I've been keeping in. These are great, by the way. These K-Bear pouches, they're velvety. They come in handy for all your different IAMs that you get that don't have any way to transport them. Dust drives me nuts. So anyway, looking at the cable, it's metal. It is a nylon cable, a bit different from the little Q. There's a metal splitter here. This one doesn't have a microphone. And then this part is wire, similar to that. It's made out of that kind of plasticky material. Looking at them themselves, they have standard Blon tips that come with it. Right here, these guys right here. And this is what the filter looks like on it. It's a unique shape. I mean, I like the shape. It's kind of almost bell-shaped. Nice bullet style. Fits in the ears because this isn't overly long. Short nozzle, but on this type, it doesn't matter too much, I guess, on this type. It depends on your ear structure, though. You have left and right indicators, some little printing there. Overall, well done. Really nice made, of course. The little extra weight on this one, you're going to have to take care of it because these do not respond well to being crumpled up and thrown in a bag or anything. So always keep it in some kind of pouch or something to protect it. But nice looking filter there. So construction wise, these are decent. Got the little Blon thing there. I did use these. These are spin tips that are on the end, I think. They might be KB Air tips. I think they're spin fits. No, I think these are KB 07s. Regardless of the tip, I'm going to talk to you about stock, what it sounds like stock anyway. So cable decent, construction is decent. This is a really nice sturdy cable made out of nylon. It does kind of turn into plastic here for some reason. I don't know why they didn't use nylon. Maybe it would give off kind of microacoustics or whatever where you would hear it when you're walking around. I know one of my favorite pairs was the Clips wireless, and they have nylon here, and when you're walking, it just whips up the wind and makes weird noises. Kind of distracts from the experience. So these, very good, comfortable. I don't know about sleeping with these. I mean, they're not the smallest in the world. They're definitely not super large, but they're not small either. So I did try, and they're fine, at least for my ears, but I don't think for everybody. I think like the little Q would be more toward the sleeping thing that I'm going to recommend from now on. Plus the wireless sleep buds from One More. So decent construction, comfortable. We went over different things. The spec-wise, like I said, you're getting 114 decibels. It's only 16 ohms, 1.2 meter connector. You have the Athens black and silver. This is the silver. Very pretty. The other one is more of a gunmetal. 20 to 20 kilohertz. It's a 3.5 millimeter termination, 10 millimeter driving unit. It says trumpets. And of course it's an in-ear. So put that over there. Simple box, simple accessories. You just get the pack of tips and that's it. Let's get into the sound. The sound-wise with these, they got some decent quality controlled bass. Now they're not overly thumpy. It does have the ability to go down deep if you're having bass boost on and bass boosted music. You'll notice that, but the bass, in my opinion, just rolls off quickly. So it's a nice controlled bass. Overall, the whole tonality of this is kind of a balanced sound. to it. It has a nice balance to the signature. It's pleasant. There's nothing overly harsh. Treble is well controlled and also very, very polite. Not very, very polite, but polite enough. It doesn't give any harshness or offense. Bass doesn't overly boom or color the mids. The mids are definitely have a little warmth to the lowers and a little brightness to the uppers. And the mids present almost neutral on this. They sound really good. There's some good details there. It's got good body to it and good energy overall in the treble. But it never seems to reach like a harsh point. There's just some good details here overall. And for the price, this is decent. If you're looking for something that's like really well balanced, the price for this is decent. Soundstage is above average with this. It's definitely got some good accuracy to the soundstage. It's just decent layering, as long as you're not getting too crazy with congested tracks. And it's forgiving for a lot of tracks as well too. So a lot of things, even MP3s sound good on it. That's basically what I put down for this. This is basically, I think $15, $18 for this one. But these were very low budget ones. And they did a good job, to be quite honest. A lot of this stuff comes in, these lower end budget ones. And even some very high end budget ones come in with this. And I think there's been like a handful that I've kept. I kept the CCA, the ones that are made out of the wood. Those did a decent job, so I kept those. Of course, I got my quad majors up there, but those are like $300. These actually sound just as good as those quad majors, to be quite honest. And these are like probably like 15 right now, but I think that roughly they're under 20. So that's a good thing. These are good. If you're in a budget and this is the style that you like, fixed cable, not exactly my favorite of all, even though I got so many of these lately. I can't even think of how many bullet shapes that are fixed cable that I got. I really wish that they would come up with the connectors, but I understand why they do that anyway. And yeah, it's nice. Just keep it away from your cat or your rabbit or anything that's going to chew the cable. Keep it good, roll it up like I do. If you've got an extra Blon Velcro thing, keep it like that. Take it, put it in your pouch, and you're good to go. As for recommendations for tips, I believe these are the 07s if you want more, to keep that balanced signature. If you want a little more bass, the 08s. I could be wrong. I get those two confused sometimes. But either way, those work really well. I wouldn't suggest the Blon tips. I wouldn't suggest KZ's Starline either with this, unless you're just really a bass heavy person. But ultimately, these have some nice clarity, detail, and overall balance to them. So that's the way basically I'm going to describe these. Whereas the Little Q was warm and rich sounding, these sound fantastic. It's well balanced. They have some decent detail. They have just a decent overall tonality to them. And the vocals also sound really good on these as well. So definitely would recommend these too. As for which one in this price range, just message me if you want to know which one in this price range. But like I said, if you're looking for a more balanced signature than these, if you're looking for overall warmth and just a rich sounding IM, then I would suggest the Q. I can't think of anything else in this price range right now that I've actually listened to, other than those CCAs, which kind of falls in between. It has a decent amount of balance, but it also has some nice warmth and bass to it as well. But those are pretty old now, so we'll go with the newer stuff. So the Blon Fg, that's what I'm calling it. But that's the real name of it. These are good. They're nice and balanced. They're very good. Am I going to put these away and never see them again? No, I'm actually going to keep these as well. Because honestly, there is a time where I want this particular type of signature. Especially with certain types of music, definitely. Like it a lot. So those are the latest products that we did. And there's a lot more stuff coming, a lot more reviews and comparison. I'm doing a major comparison right now. As you can see over in the corners and mess with some budget headphones. We'll do a budget shootout later on, depending on how fast things are coming in. So thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I will see you somewhere on the internet. The Blon Fg. Thank you.